Che. You didn't hear a word I just said. You were just looking at me. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. And I'm James Dean coming to you live from my home where I'm quarantined. Not because I'm sick, because I was told to stay home. And that's what I'm going to do. No matter what you're going through, this song's for you. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note, but don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Sing it with me, go. I know that's awful. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our second class of James Dean Rocks, live and ready to rock and roll. I have got my computer screen set up over here so I can see if you guys leave comments. My little sidekick is not with me today, so if you'd please say hi. Let me know that you're watching right now. I'm trying to do everything by myself today, so I did forget to unmute the volume. But it is what it is, right? Hey, thank you to all the ones who've sent me your ukulele pictures. It is still available if you guys would like to do the coloring contest. It is located down at James Dean Rocks Music School on Facebook, and you can take it, print it out, and send it to me by Friday. Let me know who did it, where you're at, and your age. I'll post it on our Facebook page. I've had 3 already. 2 from Winchester, 1 from Georgetown. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to keep this rolling today because we only have 30 minutes. And just a reminder, if you'd like to tip me, this is all I'm doing right now. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. This is all that I'm doing right now. Besides, I do work at staff on at a church, and I also am teaching. But I'm not sure how many of my students are going to be able to do the face-to-face. But if you'd like to support and bless myself and my family, you can always tip me at paypal.me/James Brandon. You don't have to have a Facebook account. So kids, if you would like to tell your parents, like, we don't got Facebook, we don't have PayPal. Well, hopefully you have Facebook because you're watching me right now. But anyway, you can just go on there and you don't have to sign up. You can just send a tip. Just a reminder, I would love to know where people are at. I had a lot of messages sent to me and comments from people in different places. So comment below where you're at. If you're in Georgetown, Kentucky, just send that across. If you're in Wisconsin, Washington, California, Nevada, Arizona, there's a lot of people staying home. So I'd love to know where you're at. So comment below. It's always fun. We want to keep this interactive for sure. I'm excited. We had, over 6,000 views on our last broadcast. So that's huge. And they were all over the United States. Majority of it came from Kentucky, but I'd love to see other places. This is a great opportunity to be able to interact while we're at home and have a great time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So we're going to review real quick, just in case you guys forgot. We're going to talk a little bit about real quick. This is the body of the ukulele. That's the sound hole. And remember, this one's got a weird sound hole. It's got 2 of them, one here, one there. If you wanted to know, this sound hole is kind of cool. It allows me to, it shoots the sound up towards me. I think that's kind of cool. Most of them project out, right? This is also the head of the ukulele right here. These are tuning knobs. Again, these pieces this is the fretboard, and these are the frets, and we're going to learn a little bit about that on our next lesson on how that works. Okay, and then we have the bridge and the saddle. Bridge attaches the ukulele. The saddle gives it support like on a horse. I'm going to take that kind of stuff. So it's important to know all that because I'll be talking about that today. I'll be like, hey, go to your tuning knobs. right? So make sure you keep up with that. We will review every day. This will be the format. What did we talk about day 1, day 2, and just quickly add it in there because we only got 30 minutes, right? And I've also learned that your butt can only handle about 20 minutes and then your brain shuts off. So we've got to be quick, we've got to be efficient, we've got to have fun. So make sure you interact. Like, look, Julie Kaminsky is in Michigan. She said they missed the last class Friday, but glad to find you today. Guess what? They're all out there. You can go back and review them. That's what's cool. If you missed the first one, go back and watch it, and then you can watch the second one. So we're going to keep them posted. That makes it really cool. If you haven't got your ukulele yet, guess what? You can still go back and watch them. That's what's neat. So I'm really excited about it. So I appreciate Julie from Michigan joining in. Review number 2, we talked about the strings. My dog has fleas, right? G, C, E, A. Comment below in the comments, what are some things? I know some people put that in there. I said good cows eat apples, right? Some people put, I forgot, let me see here. I think some people said things like, I feel bad. I can't remember. Comment in the comments what you would put in there. I see Cal's on. Cal, you could actually learn on your ukulele. You can learn on guitar. I see Josh McDonald is on too. Josh is a teacher at Garth Elementary. Helps out there, and my kids love him to death. So, but back to this. You do have to memorize the names of these strings, and we're going to use these today. G, C, E, A. I also told you that you want to put numbers with it, right? So G1 or G4, C3, E2, A1. Bingo! B-I-N-G-O. Sorry, I have ADHD and I might just sometimes say things random, right? So, yep, that's some good stuff. So we are going to talk a little bit about tuning today. Tuning is tough, it's boring, it's hard. It's extremely hard. But it's something important. I know a lot of my friends that will skip the tuning and tune for your students. I can't tune for you right now. Parents, if you're joining in, it'd be helpful. Kids, it might be also helpful to go, hey, Mom, can you come here and watch this? Or Dad, watch this for a couple of minutes. Or your older sibling. This takes a little bit of work. It's not just as simple as snap of a finger. So if you're watching this and you're struggling, go back. I'm also available. Send me a message through James Dean Rock's Music School Facebook page, and I'll help you out. We do want to spend time this week trying to get this going. So we'll review it again tomorrow. If I see that we have a lot of people having struggles, then we'll work on it in more detail. This is fluid. I truly believe that everyone learns in different pace. We can slow the class down a little bit just to make sure we get it. So that's important. So make sure you give that feedback. If you're struggling, jump on this video later after it's gone live and say, hey, we're struggling, or send me a message, smoke signal, whatever it might be to make that happen. So we're going to talk about tuning today. All right. I want to tell you guys a little story. I truly believe that storytelling, I jumped a little early on that slide, so you can ignore that slide. My mom and dad, bless their heart, my mom passed away a couple years ago, but she was very instrumental and supportive in the arts for me. But I remember every Christmas, not every Christmas, but most Christmases, she would get me a bicycle as I was growing, because I was like 6 foot tall in 5th grade, and then I stopped growing. So every year she'd have to get me a different bicycle, but she'd always get it for me at Christmas. It never made sense to me. Why Christmas? Why not Easter? I don't know. Why Christmas? Because it usually snowed here. We didn't have 70-degree weather like we have now. Back when I was a kid, walked uphill both ways in 10 foot of snow. But so at Christmas, she'd get me this bicycle. And the first pretty warm day, I'd get ready to go outside and ride my bicycle. And guess what? The tire's flat. We'd have to find a pump. We'd have to take time to do all that. It was no fun because guess what? I wanted to ride my bicycle. Woo! It was crazy. So one of the things I had to do is get a pump it up, put air into it. Now, let me ask you kids, try this with your parents. If you take a inner tube, which is what goes inside of your bicycle, and you put too much air in, it gets really big, and you can actually use it like as a flotation device. It's not approved, but you can use it. But if you ever put too much air in a bicycle tire, it's crazy. You got to take something sharp and take that little nozzle and you put it in there and it lets air in. It goes whoosh. So when it's flat, you got to add to it so it gets right. So when something is sharp, you got to take, when something's got too much in, you got to take something sharp and let it out. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit today, and I'm going to show you on your G string. Everybody get your ukulele right now if you have one. And I am going to be on the G string, G4. G4, G4. If you take your tuning knob, we've talked about this. I just said this. We've talked about these, the tuning knobs. And here's what I recommend to my students. You're going to find G, which is the one closest to you, right? 4 is at the top, 1's at the floor, right here. What I'd like for you to do is take your finger, put it on G4, and go boom. When you're a new ukulele student, you want to do that always because you want to make sure you're turning the right one. I don't know how many students like, I'm tuning the G string, and they're sitting there turning the wrong one, and then all of a sudden, bam, string pops and breaks, and they cry. Well, I cried. I don't know if you'll cry. So we want to find that string, and you go to G4, and you turn it away from you, which is going this direction, okay? You turn it, and see how that pitch goes up? We are tightening the string. If you turn it towards you, and I think I said that wrong, you turn it away from you, excuse me, you tighten the string, you loosen it, it goes, the pitch goes lower, so lower, lower. If you tighten it, which is turn it away from you, the pitch goes up. Alright, so this is flat. I'm making it go flat, just like that bicycle tire. Now, I'm going to add air to it. Now we're going sharp. See how the pitch keeps going up? So we're going to talk about how do you do that. Now remember I told you could use that Guitar Tuner app, or you could purchase a tuner online that looks like this. These are some of my favorite tuners that have different options. If you see here, whoops, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm better with my right hand. You see this right here? If you hit the little buttons, it will give you, this is C, which don't worry about it. Don't worry about C if you have one of these smart tuners. G is for guitar. B is for bass guitar. V is for violin. And U is for, guess what it is? Go ahead, scream it out really loud if you know what it is for you. If it'll get to you, there we go. I went too far, sorry. Scream it out if you know what U is. You're right, umbrella! Oh, wait, did I say umbrella? Ukulele, or ukulele as it's pronounced. Ukulele! So if you got one of these cool smart tuners, make sure you put it on ukulele, and we'll show you a little bit more how that works. You remember earlier I was talking about the flat tire. Here is that tuner blown up for you. You can see. If you happen to notice on here, there's a couple things we want to notice, is that there's the blue right in the center. Do you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you see the blue center right in the top there with a little circle around it. Do you guys see that? That is where it's like a video game. We want to end up in that blue center. See the yellow on the left side? That is the bar that is going to be going. Every tuner is different. This is just an example. Right now, looking at this, that yellow is to the left of that center. That means we're flat, just like my bicycle tire had a flat tire. So we need to do something. We need to tighten the string. We need to add to it so that the pitch will change. All right. Let's look at a different example. Now, did you happen to see how that yellow line has moved on over and it's passed up the blue and went to the red? If you see that, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That means that we are sharp. That means that we've added too much. It's like that tire. It's blown up really big. And we have to take something sharp to release and give less to it. So we're going to need to loosen the string. And then last but not least, our goal is to be in tune. Every tuner is different. Every one of them is different. If you have questions about it, you or your mom, your dad, you can send me a message and a picture of your tuner and I'll let you know how yours works. But in most cases, this is what we want to do. We're ultimately having a little video game. The guitar tuner does the same thing. It'll actually beep at you and go beep when you're in tune. We want to get to the middle. So I know this is a guitar in this picture, but just for example, here is all of them. We got flat, it's to the left of the center. Sharp is to the right. And when we're in tune, the line stops in the middle. Our ultimate goal is to be in the center. Something else that you're going to notice that's important, that it's going to tell you the name of the string that we're on. We have 4G. So when you are tuning, it is very, 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 very important to make sure that it says, oh, if I'm tuning the G string, I need to be on G4. If it doesn't say that, then we got problems. You need to turn it till it says G4, which is what I'm tuning mine back to G4 right now. So I'm going to demonstrate the best of my ability here, and you can watch. My tuner, first of all, says U. Let me go ahead and turn these so we can do it together. If you've got your ukulele, follow along. If you don't, hey, when you get it in, don't forget you can go out there and look at that Macala ukuleles. But just give you something to follow along with. All right, so the first one is I'm going to do G4. So what I do, I take my finger and I'm going to go all the way up. Okay? And I'm like, oh, so it's that tuner. That just makes sure you turn the correct one. Look at my screen. The first thing I notice, it says G4. So I know I'm on the right one. So with that said, before I go any further, and I'll give you time to answer, am I flat, sharp, or am I in tune? So comment below, am I flat, sharp, or am I in tune? There's about a 15-second delay, so I'll just keep waiting. Again, comment below if I'm flat, sharp, or in tune. And remember, we know by if it's to the left of the center, then it's flat. If it's to the right, it's sharp. If it's in the middle, we're in tune. So I just gave you the answers. So make sure you comment below which one we are. All right, I had some people answer. Lily says it's flat. Lily is on fire. That girl's on fire. We are flat. So what do we have to do? We have to tighten that string. And to do that, we have to turn it away from us. So here we go. Watch. Watch my tuner. We want to get right in the dead middle. It's like a video game. Here we go. Here we go. We're tuning. We're tuning. See how the tuner's starting to move a little bit? And we're going to... Oh, it's green! Bingo! We got it, right? So you try that yourself. Now, if you have a new ukulele, it's not going to stay in tune at first. You got to do this. You got to tune it 2 or 3 times a day. All right, just for time's sake, let's go on to the next one. We should be having it say what? What comes after the G? One of these days, I'm going to get used to this movement. It should say C3. That's correct. All right. Now, comment below. Are we flat, sharp, or in tune? Let's see if anybody can beat Lily to the punch. Are we flat, sharp, or in tune. Remember, again, you could be using your own clip-on tuner, which I can post links. If you didn't have it, we can post a link to purchase them online or at your local music store if they're open. I know that in the state of Kentucky, as of 5 o'clock today, all the music stores are closed. Breaks my heart, but we got to do our best to contain this. So looks like Amazon might be the best bet at this point. Or check with your local store. Maybe they're doing deliveries. I don't know. So looking at this, is it Eliza says sharp. She is correct. If you noticed, it's over here on this side. So this is your sharp. This is flat. This is in tune. All right, so if it's sharp, we need to loosen the tuner, right? So here we go, watch. Now I'm turning it towards me. Watch this. Oh, see how it's moving? We want to get it green. It's like a video game. There we go! C. We are now in tune with the C. All right, moving on. This is going to get a little tricky. Now, I want to make sure that we still see this. The next string should be E2, so I put my finger on E2, E2 brute, and I go all the way up, and I find the tuning peg, which is going to be this one right here. All right? Now, E2, comment below, is it flat, sharp, or in tune? I see Carrie said Lily means sharp. I got it. She's sharp. I believe her. It was probably Carrie, her mom, misspoke. I'm just going to say that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Again, comment below. Are we flat, sharp, or in tune? There is a little bit of delay, so we will always wait. You know, I need a haircut. I don't know what I'm going to do. All right. Looking at this just for time's sake, we're going to keep on going along. It is actually flat. Now, tighten the string on this side. This is where it gets confusing, parents. If you're listening, listen very close. This side, you turn it, you would do the opposite on this one. So for me to tighten the string, I have to turn it towards me. It's backwards. So watch this. Just to review, we're turning it towards me to tighten it. If you remember on this side, we turn it away from us to tighten it. And we loosen it by turning it towards us. It's backwards on this side. Always remember, it's backward day on this side of the ukulele. Now, there are exceptions to the rules if you have an open-faced headstock, which generally most people don't, but just in case, there's exceptions to the rule. When in doubt, use your tuner. It'll tell you. If you're turning it and like, well, it keeps going higher, well, then you're probably turning it the wrong way. We want to loosen it, right? So once we get in the middle, we are in tune. Great job. All right, last but not least, our A string. Looks like we might be flat again. Just for time's sake, we'll keep on going. So if we're flat, do we tighten or do we loosen the string? Comment below. Comment below if we should tighten or loosen the string. Tighten or loosen. La 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 la. Wah 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 wah. That's right. The answer is we want to tighten it. To tighten it, we want to turn it towards us this time, right? It's backwards day on the other side of the ukulele. Then we go back and check. Now, my ukulele is a tenor ukulele with a low G string. Some of you guys are like, why does his sound so low? Well, it is a special ukulele. It's Michael's that has a low G. But most of you guys goes, my dog has fleas. And I'll make sure I get Savannah so you can hear that. But now we're in tune. If you have a new ukulele, you got to tune it 2 or 3 times a day or it will not stay in tune. The strings have to stretch. So make sure that you're doing that 2 or 3 times a day just to get it in tune. Also, Don't leave your ukulele in a car, especially on these cold days. When it's hot, don't leave it hot because the glue will melt. But it will also cause the strings to change. Some students who are like, hey, Dean, I just tuned yesterday. Well, you need to tune every day. Got to tune every day. So you are now in tune. Practice this today. If you have any questions, you can comment in this thread or in this inside Facebook all day long. It might be a question that other students have, and I'll reply. If you want to send me a private message, you can do that too. Don't forget to go out there and do your do your coloring picture. Also, if you get really kind of wild and crazy, want to see another video, you can go out to Kala right now, and they have some techniques on how to actually be able to do join their community, but have tutorials that you can watch on tuning. They also have a free tuning app out there that you can get also, so feel free to do that. And then don't forget, if you enjoy these and you enjoy me being able to do this for you guys and to spend this extra time, man, it's very simple. Just go out to paypal.me/James Branham, and that goes to me, support myself and my family. And as we go through these times, I know a lot of you guys are blessed to be able to continue working, or you're able to get some help. As a teacher of a private studio, it doesn't work out that way. If we don't teach, we don't get money. So we're doing the best we can here. I am so excited to do this. If I'm doing something that I need to be better, comment, please. I only get better. This is my first time going live, and we're going to continue to grow this. So I just appreciate you guys more than you know. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we're going to work on we'll double check tuning, review, and then we're going to learn our first chord. I know it's going to be exciting. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. So I appreciate you guys. I am going to jump off here. We will see you guys tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in Georgetown, Kentucky. Look, somebody just blew a horn. Maybe it's a school bus coming to pick me up. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll see you later.